Cancer thrives in an acid environment.
This is Barbara O'Neill, widely known for her teachings and advice on battling cancer. Her approach emphasizes providing the body with more oxygen, reducing glucose intake, and following an alkaline-based diet, all aimed at starving cancer cells and promoting healing. In this video, we're going to go over some alkaline-based foods, but first, let's break down what alkaline and pH levels are. pH is a way to measure how acidic or alkaline something is, with a scale ranging from 0 to 14. Anything below 7 is acidic, above 7 is alkaline, and 7 is neutral. The human body keeps blood pH slightly alkaline, between 7.35 and 7.45, which is essential for everything to function smoothly. Alkaline foods like fruits, vegetables, nuts, and legumes leave an alkaline effect in the body when digested. On the other hand, acidic foods include meat, dairy, and processed foods. Some studies suggest that cancer cells thrive in acidic environments, especially when starved of oxygen, which could make treatment more complicated. While some people believe eating more alkaline foods can make the body less acidic and help with cancer prevention, the body actually maintains its pH balance through other systems, like the kidneys and lungs, regardless of diet. That said, an alkaline diet, full of fruits and veggies, offers clear health benefits, such as better nutrition and weight management. Eating this way might lower cancer risk simply because it encourages healthier habits. So let's start with the first alkaline food.
We're going to have a look at alkaline foods, and we're going to look at acid foods. And you might be surprised to see that the first alkaline food I'm putting up here is the humble lemon, and you might say, no, the lemon's acid.
Barbara explains that while lemons are acidic in nature, they actually have an alkaline effect on the body once metabolized. She starts by pointing out that the stomach is the only part of the body that should be acidic because that acidity is essential for breaking down proteins. If someone feels they have an acidic stomach, it usually means their stomach acid is doing its job, though issues like discomfort could arise if the protective stomach lining is thin. She mentions that lemons, despite their acidity, become alkaline after digestion. This is because they are rich in alkaline minerals like sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, and iron. These minerals, once absorbed into the blood and tissues, help create an alkaline effect. Barbara encourages the use of lemons in salads and suggests that everyone should have easy access to them, even suggesting growing a lemon tree at home, whether in a garden or in a pot on the veranda. Do know that lemons contain compounds that might have potential benefits against cancer, but they aren't a proven cure or treatment. Lemons are rich in vitamin C, which acts as an antioxidant and may protect cells from damage that can lead to cancer. They also have flavonoids like limonoids and pectin, which have shown some anti-cancer effects in lab and animal studies. Modified citrus pectin, MCP, a carbohydrate found in citrus peels, might slow the spread of certain cancers in animals, but its effects on humans are unclear. Limonoids, which give lemons their bitter taste, have been found to slow cancer cell growth in high concentrations, though mostly in lab settings, not in people. Aside from the potential cancer-related benefits, lemons are a great source of vitamin C and may have other health perks, like reducing stroke risk and lowering blood pressure. Now, the second food on this list is dark green leafy vegetables.
Dark green leafy vegetables are also alkaline forming. Dark green leafy vegetables we should be eating every day. That's your kale, that's your parsley, that's your, what you call them, collard greens. Do you know?
Barbara mentions that dark green leafy vegetables are alkaline forming and should be part of our daily diet. These include options like kale, parsley, and collard greens. She emphasizes that we should aim to eat something from this dark green vegetable family every day. If that's not possible, she suggests taking supplements like green barley or super greens as a good alternative. Kale, parsley, and collard greens are packed with nutrients and have been linked to cancer-fighting benefits, thanks to their high levels of vitamins, minerals, and phytochemicals. Here's a breakdown of how each one may help prevent cancer. Kale is known for its beneficial compounds like glucosinolates, which are sulfur-based compounds. When you chop or chew kale, These break down into cancer-fighting agents like indoles and isothiocyanates. They help slow cancer cell growth and reduce inflammation. Kale is also full of antioxidants like vitamin C and flavonoids that protect against oxidative stress, a factor that can lead to cancer. Plus, its high vitamin K content might help prevent the spread of cancer cells, particularly in prostate and colon cancers. Parsley, often just seen as a garnish, is a powerhouse too. It contains apigenin, a flavonoid studied for its ability to slow the growth of cancer cells, especially in breast and colon cancers. Parsley is also rich in vitamins A, C, and K, all of which support overall health and play a role in cancer prevention. Its anti-inflammatory properties help fight chronic inflammation, which is tied to cancer development. Collard greens, like kale, are another cruciferous vegetable loaded with glucosinolates. These compounds turn into cancer-fighting agents once digested. Collard greens are packed with vitamins A, C, E, K, calcium, and fiber. The fiber helps with digestion and lowers the risk of colorectal cancer by keeping your gut healthy. Their antioxidants also work to reduce oxidative stress, protecting cells from cancer. Moving on, we have vegetables. Some vegetables, to be accurate.
Also vegetables. Vegetables have an alkaline effect. But there is a question mark with vegetables. I'm putting a question mark here because for some people these have an alkaline effect and sometimes an acid effect. There's the tomato.
Barbara points out that certain vegetables can have an alkaline effect, but there's some uncertainty with a few of them. She mentions that for some people, vegetables like tomatoes, bell peppers, or capsicum, as it's called in Australia, eggplant, also known as aubergine in some countries, and regular potatoes, specifically the English or Irish potato, not sweet potatoes, which are actually yams, can have either an alkaline or an acidic effect. The nightshade family of vegetables seems to have a varying impact, depending on the individual. Barbara shares her personal experience with how certain vegetables affect her body, particularly because of her family history with rheumatoid arthritis. She mentions that her body reacts poorly to bell peppers, causing her energy to drop, while tomatoes and eggplant are manageable for her. Potatoes are a staple in her meals due to her Irish husband, and she enjoys them frequently. She emphasizes the importance of listening to your body over outside opinions. For instance, one woman she worked with found relief from her arthritis by avoiding nightshades, which seemed to worsen her inflammation. This woman discovered that she could handle half a tomato every couple of days, some eggplant occasionally, and a couple of potatoes each week without issues. Barbara highlights how individual reactions to vegetables can vary widely. Some people can tolerate green bell peppers, but not red ones, while others might prefer them cooked rather than raw. Interestingly, she finds that cayenne pepper works well for her, despite its connection to the bell pepper family. She also discusses the benefits of cooking tomatoes with olive oil. When tomatoes are cooked with oil, they release lycopene, a powerful antioxidant that can help reduce inflammation, particularly in the prostate. Barbara suggests that men over 40 should include cooked tomatoes and olive oil in their diets a few times a week, noting that it pairs well with various dishes like tacos and beans. The next fourth food she suggests eating is legumes.
Lima beans and lentils and soy are the three alkaline-forming legumes.
Barbara mentions that lima beans, lentils, and soy are three types of foods that are considered alkaline-forming. These foods can help balance acidity in the body and contribute to overall health. Lima beans, they contain peptides that have shown promise in slowing the growth of certain cancer cells, like those found in liver cancer and neuroblastoma. That means they might help keep some tumors in check. Plus, lima beans are rich in phytoestrogens, like cholesterol and genistein, which can interact with estrogen receptors. Depending on the dose, these compounds might either block or mimic estrogen, which could play a role in hormone-related cancers. On the downside, while they do have copper, which can promote the growth of new blood vessels, research on its link to breast cancer risk is a bit mixed. Next are lentils, which are loaded with dietary fiber. This fiber can help lower the risk of colorectal cancer by keeping your digestive system running smoothly. Lentils also boast a variety of antioxidants and phytochemicals that help protect your cells from damage and might even induce the death of cancer cells. And they're not just good for cancer prevention. Lentils are full of essential nutrients like protein, iron, and B vitamins that can boost your overall health. Finally, let's talk about soy. Soybeans are rich in isoflavones, especially genistein and daidzein, which mimic estrogen in the body. Research suggests that these compounds can reduce the risk of hormone-related cancers, including breast and prostate cancers. Some studies have found that communities that consume a lot of soy tend to have lower rates of these cancers, especially breast cancer. Plus, soy is a complete protein, meaning it has all the essential amino acids you need, making it a great option for those recovering from cancer treatment. The next fifth food she suggests eating is grains.
For your grains, the millet is alkaline. Quinoa, I think we'll be having quinoa at another breakfast time. These are alkaline grains, but they're also gluten-free grains, so that's made them very popular. Amaranth. Amaranth is a grain that's not very well known.
Barbara talks about millet, a delicious alkaline grain she enjoyed for breakfast. She mentions that while millet can be a bit bland on its own, it pairs nicely with stewed apples, pear cream, and toppings. It also works well with savory dishes like lentils or quinoa. She highlights amaranth, a lesser-known grain historically eaten by the Aztecs. When cooked, amaranth becomes quite sticky, so Barbara often mixes it with millet, quinoa, or oats. Moving on, she explains spelt and kamut, which are wild hybrids of ancient wheat. She describes the original wheat, einkorn, as having a fragile gluten structure. Over time, einkorn hybridized with fieldgrass to create the emmer strain, which has a sturdier gluten structure. However, in the 1950s, emmer underwent extensive crossbreeding, resulting in the complex hybrid wheat we have today. This modern wheat has a very complicated gluten structure that can be hard for most people to digest, requiring a cast iron gut to break it down effectively. It's interesting how the rise in gluten intolerance seems to correlate with changes in wheat over the decades. Back in the 1950s, wheat was hybridized, and by the 1970s, this new type had spread globally. By the 1990s, pretty much everything, pasta, pizza, cookies, and bread, was made from this hybridized wheat. Farmers loved it because they could harvest 6 times more grain per acre, which is understandable given the need to support their livelihoods. However, safety studies on this new wheat were never really conducted. This could help explain the gluten intolerance many people experience today. Common symptoms include brain fog and bloating, yet a lot of people just accept these issues as normal or attribute them to aging. Then there's spelt, a type of wheat that resulted from a hybridization with a wild grass. Spelt retains a more delicate gluten structure. When spelt is used to make sourdough bread, the fermentation process breaks down the gluten further, making it easier to digest. While those with celiac disease should avoid spelt altogether, many who are just gluten sensitive find they can tolerate it, especially when it's in sourdough form. It's fascinating how these variations can impact our health. The next 6 foods she suggests eating is nuts.
So coming back to our alkaline forming foods, the 2 nuts are your almond and Brazil.
Barbara mentions that almonds and Brazil nuts are among the best alkaline forming foods. Starting with almonds, they're loaded with antioxidants, particularly vitamin E, which protects cells from damage caused by free radicals. This is important because oxidative stress can play a role in cancer development. Almonds also have anti-inflammatory properties that can help reduce chronic inflammation, a factor linked to various cancers. Some studies suggest that the phytoestrogens in almonds might help regulate hormone levels, potentially lowering the risk of hormone-related cancers like breast cancer. Plus, they provide essential nutrients like magnesium, fiber, and healthy fats, all of which support digestive health and can lower the risk of colorectal cancer. Now, Brazil nuts are a powerhouse of selenium, a trace mineral known for its antioxidant properties. Just one Brazil nut offers more than the daily recommended amount of selenium, which has been associated with a reduced risk of cancers like prostate, colorectal, and breast cancer. Research suggests that selenium may inhibit tumor growth and enhance the immune response, making Brazil nuts a great addition to a cancer preventive diet. They also support heart health, which is vital for overall well-being and can influence cancer risk. Lastly, Barbara mentions most seeds also have an alkaline effect.
And all your seeds have an alkaline effect.
Many types of seeds can play a role in cancer prevention thanks to their rich nutrient profiles and potential anti-cancer properties. Chia seeds are packed with antioxidants that help eliminate free radicals, reducing oxidative stress linked to cancer development. They also provide omega-3 fatty acids, fiber, and important minerals like calcium and magnesium, all supporting overall health. Flax seeds are another powerhouse, rich in lignans that have been shown to inhibit tumor growth and reduce inflammation in studies. They also contain omega-3s and fiber, which may contribute to a lower cancer risk. Pumpkin seeds are high in antioxidants and minerals like zinc and magnesium. Research suggests that pumpkin seed oil might help inhibit prostate tumor growth, making them a valuable addition to your diet. Hemp seeds offer a good balance of omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, which have anti-inflammatory properties. They're also packed with protein, fiber, and essential minerals like iron and zinc, promoting overall well-being. Finally, sesame seeds contain lignans such as sesamin and sesamolin, which have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects. Animal studies indicate that sesame seeds may help inhibit tumor growth in breast and prostate cancers. Incorporating a variety of these seeds into your diet can enhance your nutrient intake and support cancer prevention. While no single food can guarantee protection against cancer, seeds are a concentrated source of beneficial nutrients. Pairing them with other cancer-fighting foods like fruits, vegetables, and whole grains can create a powerful strategy for maintaining health. Well, that's it. Please share your views and opinions in the comments section with us. Subscribe to the channel to get updated regularly with the latest update. Thanks for watching the video. We'll see you at the next one.